Sarah, I don't know if you're familiar with our, we'll say, affair with one Myles Bryant. He is not really the most well liked person around these Gazette gates. And guess what? You probably actually wrote about it, Sarah. Myles Bryant's back.
Yeah. I'm a neutral party on Myles, so I guess I can kind of balance the scales here today.
That's what I like. See,
That's
that's
good.
why we to balance it out because Sora and I don't really have a lot of nice things to
Yeah.
say, so I'll let someone else start out before I burst.
Hmm.
Because like, what are we doing? Why do we bring him back?
Depth. I think that's basically it. Um, because he does whatever they ask him to do. He has moments where he can be really good. There's moments where he is extremely bad. But I think that they're planning on bulking up the secondary in general. So I don't think that he's going to be a guy that's going to get starts. Like he had 6 starts last year. I think that was just because of the situation that they were in and the injuries that they were dealing with. I don't anticipate that he's going to have this massive role where we're going to be sitting here and being like, oh, Myles Bryant again. Like, I think he's going to be a fall guy. It's like, okay, Jalen Mills gets hurt, maybe. Like, Jonathan Jones gets hurt, maybe you bring him in. But
Right.
I think they put him on what? Wasn't it a restricted free agent contract or something? So it was like he was going to come back anyway. That's the thing is like you had to expect it. There were not going to be teams clamoring to sign Myles Bryant. So he was coming back and he's cheap. It's not that bad. He's young and worst case scenario, he gets a few plays in but backup just a backup piece. I think that's where we have to just like keep our head because you guys are not the only ones who are not on the Myles Bryant fan
Yeah.
train. It's basically 99% of Patriots Twitter. I'm the outlier that's like, I think he can be okay. But that's like how I am with everything. And
There's
that's why
also a
people
part
hate
of
me on
it.
Patriots Twitter. So
You're a heel.
Well, I think it's
yeah.
important. I think it's important that someone provides an objective opinion on him because honestly, like I I can't count the number of articles that have that I've written slandering Miles Bryant with my hands, and it's
most people do though. So I mean you're you're
right.
you're preaching to what everybody is already saying. So
And in reality, looking back at it, it really is like an individual slip up here, a bad read there. Like he has the experience, he has the general athleticism and aptitude for the position in theory to be a good corner, but um, I think it was just too many mistakes that cost the Patriots critical moments, and it's if they're not planning on putting him on the field, that's one thing. But and to be fair, a lot of the playing time he got last year was before Marcus Jones really rounded out into his position, among other things. Jack as well, um, and so it's good to have a depth piece, but I hope that is all that there is to this, and because the Patriots do have a bit of a depth issue at cornerback, and they also you don't want to have you don't want to have just your two rookies and a couple other guys. You want to have a nice rounded out room, and so that's where I can see Bryant's value.
yeah.
So objectively I see it. Subjectively, there have just been too many awful moments that have been precipitated by Bryant, and
Hmm.
one of his roles, punt returner, obviously he's had that taken away from him very, very thoroughly. And so now all he really is a depth piece at corner. And you know, I I guess I can't say for sure whether I would prefer him over Sean Wade or not. I haven't seen enough of Wade,
Yeah.
but along with Sean Wade, that's kind of where I see Miles Bryant at his level. I don't see him distancing himself away from the guys that are on the precipice of the roster battles.
Yeah. I think what I'm most interested in is to see how it develops because of Marcus Jones, because he was very adamant when he spoke to the media, I don't know if it was like at the end of the season or what, about how he's like a cornerback first, like he's not a returner, he's a defensive guy. So I don't know how much of influence he's going to have over where Belichick puts him, because it's a little difficult to be like, yeah, we drafted you as a cornerback, but you're really good as a returner, and we're not going to put you there because you don't want to be there. Like, I don't know how that's going to go. I'm glad that Jack Jones is back, because I think he showed like he could be amazing. And that was his rookie season. So I'm glad that suspension was lifted and everything seems fair there. Plus, we know that they're going to prioritize cornerback in the draft. I mean, there's already rumors that they might be going corner in the first round. If not first, it's definitely going to be second, early second, third. So if they're going to be using the rookie that they bring this year, plus they have Marcus Jones, Jack Jones, Jonathan Jones being back, possibly moving Jalen Mills to safety, that's definitely moving Myles Bryant further down. So I don't think he's going to be a big concern. At least I hope not, because I agree there were moments where it was like, oh, it was Myles Bryant. Like, of course it was Myles Bryant. But yeah, I'm thinking he's more of a depth piece, and who knows if he lasts the summer? Maybe he doesn't. I think people are just upset. I mean, I get it, but it's still April.
Yeah.
It's like April 20th. Like, calm down.